My name is Cherie, and my life was ready for a change.
It really looks terrible. Good.
It all started with Joan.
I'm Joan Jett.
The Runaways stars Dakota Fanning as Cherie Currie and Kristen Stewart as Joan Jett, and it focuses on the relationship between the two women. It also focuses on the groundbreaking music the band made and what the social factors were that led to the all-girl band's rise and fall. Kristen Stewart talked about what makes the Runaways so special.
Yeah, they are so raw in all that footage. I mean, they're just like, they're so young and sort of just, they are what they are. And it's not like music nowadays, it's so not polished. They're really just like, rah, just like throwing it out there, and it was so unique. People our age really don't know about the Runaways, so that was a huge draw to sort of like show people that. And also, it's a really unique relationship. Like, you have these two really badass like girls, but at the same time, they're so like sort of overtly sensitive, and that comes through the music. I mean, like, the only reason the music is good and it's not just like hard, like, you know, it's because they're really delicate little things with a lot of armor on.
Kristen also talked about performing and learning the songs for the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely hadn't learned any of the Runaways songs, so that took a little bit to learn. And luckily, I played guitar before then, or else it really would have been hard. And you don't know that you can do something until you do it. And we had sort of really specific voices and moves and personalities to emulate, and they're known by a lot of really sort of diehard fans.
Fanning and Stewart talked about the differences on being a teenager today as opposed to the 1970s.
There was like so much more freedom that they had, and like the world that I've grown up in is so different, and especially starting out so young. I've grown up in a world of like doing school on set in this amount of hours, and you know, always having like adults to protect you, you know what I mean? And for them, they didn't have anyone, and it's like, I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, it's bad in some ways, but also like the freedoms that they had to kind of figure out who they were is something that I'll never have.
Yeah. And also, like, we're all so closely tied. Like, I can reach Dakota at any time. She always has her phone. I can always BBM her and reach her at any time in my life. And, like, you know, anybody who needs to know where I am can probably find out where, you know what I mean? Like, it just, there was a different, people weren't so connected. You chose your connections. It was like you chose when you wanted to be, seen and heard, and it's not really like that anymore. I mean, we're all very, very much on top of each other.
Both Currie and Jett were both on set for filming of the movie, which is going into almost its second week of release.